Hey everybody, welcome back to another Destiny 2 Fashion Friday. Today we are doing a little bit of a fun cosplay challenge. We got that really cool cutscene this week with the storyline. It showed SAINT-14 as the Fallen saw him, or the Elixni I should say, and kind of portrayed him as this dark evil figure, and I kind of wanted to run with that. So I got a really cool evil saint set together and tried to do a normal saint set as well to kind of show some contrast there. If you haven't already, please subscribe for more Destiny 2 fashion content. I'm going to be trying to put up some more PvP videos in the coming weeks as well. Bungie also announced that there's going to be a fashion contest going on this coming week. If you want some feedback on your sets before you send them in, come join the Discord and I'll be happy to give you some advice or pointers, or just my opinion in general. I've yet to win a fashion contest, just a disclaimer there. So if you like this video, please like the video as well. And let's hop into the sets. So let's start off with this normal Saint look. Obviously, we're going to be rocking the SAINT-14 helmet. I think that goes without saying. I got the default ornament on here. I don't have an ornament, but I think there is one that gives you that SAINT-14 dent. So, you know, I think that would be pretty good if you're trying to recreate this look for like a modern Saint rather than like what Saint may look like during the Elixni massacres or whatever that you want to call that. Definitely think Welded Brass is the best shader for this helmet if you're trying to recreate that look. It gives you that nice signature purple glow and gives it a decent metally gray on the rest of it. There's not too many purple glows, sadly, so not a lot of options if you want to do that, and I think that is the most important part. As you can see here, it's a lot of prodigal sets. I think the arms are probably the weakest recreation. Saint has these really cool like spikes and really slim Titan arms. Really would love to get those in the game actually. Really nice silhouette and some cool little details with the spikes, but sadly the only aesthetic that even really matches that is the trials, the new trials, like Pyric Ascent chest piece. It has a nice little set of spikes going around the collar, but the arms are much different and don't follow that same kind of guidelines, and so didn't really fill that out. I think the devastation complex are like way too bulky for one, and the spikes are only really near the shoulder, so don't think they really fill out that design really. And there's just not any really other spiky Titan gauntlets to look at, so I thought the Prodigal set did a good job with these spikes. Have some rough textures in the forearm, not exactly spikes, but a lot of angular and geometric kind of shapes going on there. Thought I did an okay job recreating what Saint's arms do look like. As for the chest piece, I think this is actually an extremely accurate recreation of Saint's chest piece. Very similar chest plate, has a little shaderable bit coming out the bottom. You can make gold like his, and the rest of it shaders pretty monochrome, so actually pretty good if you want to recreate his look. I think the legs, you actually do have some options. I think the best ones are the Prodigal, but I think the hard case do a really good job of recreating his look as well. There's literally none that have a purple glow like he has on the kneecaps. The best you can do is the Virtuous set, and you know, that huge blade of a light is not really exactly what he does with his just little pinhole lights. But yeah, the hard case does a good job of recreating that as well if you want to mix it up a little bit from the rest of the Prodigal set. For the mark, I for some reason really thought there was a mark that looks similar to his. Maybe I just don't have it. Maybe it's like an old raid mark. So I kind of just went with this refugee mark because there's not too many that actually fall through the front of the legs there, between the legs, and like none that were metal. So I actually had to go with this fabric. Just got Callous Shadow to get it kind of gold to match that cool like chain linked mark that he wears. Overall, I think this is not exactly up to my standards of a set, but I think it was pretty fun to try to recreate his look. Recreating looks is probably not my strongest suit, and kind of bothers me when I can't get it just right, honestly. That's why I think I enjoyed making this dark set a little bit more, so let's move on to that one. So here we are for the Evil Saint-14 set. I'm really happy with this one compared to the normal Saint-14. I think when you do kind of a play on a character rather than trying to completely recreate them, it's a little more fun and the expectations are a little bit lowered. I've seen some pretty good recreations of like out of Destiny characters on the subreddit, but recreating in-game characters is always a bit tough because usually Bungie doesn't give you the exact same armor that they wear. I switched up the helmet shader for this set, kind of mainly to move this welded brass down to the legs now that I'm rocking the Virtuous Greaves. Gives them that super nice purple glow in a more like blade and scary looking fashion. And the purple glow I think pops a little better here than the helmet does even with it. So I switched it over to the Metro Shift. Still got the purple glow. It is a little bit lighter, but still there. I think it adds another cool texture into the set as well with the front plate getting that grid-like pattern. The chest piece, I mean, it's an Ancient Apocalypse plate with the ritualism. Has such a cool like gilded look to it. Also has this little pop of purple that kind of helps wrap in the set with this red that kind of shows up as well into this rustic gauntlet. But yeah, this chest piece really wowed me. Actually have a little purple light in the back there. It's in with the purple light theme as well if you're really into the details. The wing discipline, I don't like the Crucible logo on it, but this carbon blood shader gets it pretty hard to see and gives it pretty neutral waistband here. And I love the tattered look of this for this creepy, scary looks you can get on Titan. Definitely a great mark if you're looking for that kind of style. So the arms, I did those last on purpose. They're kind of my point of contentions. You can let me know which of the ones I'm about to show are your favorite. These are really cool. They have these nice arcs here that kind of match the motif of the Saint's helmet. I'm not sure what to call that, like a plume. And add some more really spikes that you see in the kind of cutscene showing Evil Saint. I think these fit in pretty well. You can shade them differently, but I liked how these were mostly gray with this red rust on them. It kind of looks like blood maybe. It adds another little spooky factor to it. So yeah, I did like the Descendant of Exchrome. I do still like the Prodigal gloves here. I would change the shader on these though, since the base is more green with the shader, but you know, they fit really well as a silhouette in here still. The Wing Discipline gauntlets as well do pretty good job adding that huge scary spike look to the set, but I think these are a little bulky and don't really match maybe the real aesthetic of the rest of the set like the Crushing Guard gauntlets do. You can also do the Tangled Bronze shader. Gives a really cool like white scuffed pattern through these really rusty dark parts. Colors do much better in this set as a whole with this shader. But like I said, I kind of like the out of the color palette red all over it to kind of give it that blood look, the scary Saint vibe. And the red does get a little bit tied into the bottom of the chest piece here. Definitely let me know what your favorite gauntlet and shader combo is for this set though. Something that I could be convinced going a few different ways. Like any of those I just showed have a lot of value. And you know, it's up to your interpretation when you're doing a set like this, and that's kind of half of the fun. If you would switch any of this up, also let me know in the comments, but I think I kind of nailed it for this one. Really excited. That cutscene was super cool, and probably gonna go start making sets for the fashion show coming up. It's in the screen, the appearance customization screen you see right in front of you. So you don't even really have to actually transmog the armor, which is really nice. They did say you might get a little bit of bonus points if you did a real world screenshot. So we'll see if I do that. My armor I choose is stuff I might use more often. Then I think I'll start actually using all these synth weaves that I have kind of been hoarding up until now. Kind of got a little too good to use syndrome, even though I even planned out what I was gonna transmog. Let me know if you're having trouble with that too. Yeah, but if you liked the video, please leave a like and sub if you want to see some more fashion. I'm really excited to see some of your sets in the Discord if you are interested in the feedback. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.